Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Mystic Rose and I'm so happy to have you here today. Today's tarot pick a card reading is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very detailed too. And it's going to be all about what do they say, the person on your mind, what do they tell people when they're bragging about you? And as an added bonus for all of my subscribers, as my way to say thank you so much for being here, I would like to offer a bonus reading all about what do they find most physically attractive about you. Okay, so the first part, the first three piles, are going to be basically a mixture of like your personality, physical features and stuff like that. And then the bonus will be mainly focused on physical traits that they find to be really hot and attractive about you. So if you're new to my channel and you haven't yet subscribed, it's okay. You can go ahead and hit subscribe. It's not too late. And you will be included in that energetic subscriber base for my bonus, okay? So thank you to all of my returning subscribers. I love you all so much. I truly appreciate all of my channel members too. Thank you, channel members, for being here. And thank you, Patreon members. All of your love and support means the world to me. And I wouldn't be able to do this without all of you. So anyway, I'm excited. There's going to be 3 different piles to choose from. You can choose using either gemstones or images or some kind of combination of the two. The choice is yours. All you have to do is go to the timestamps down below to make your selection, okay? And then don't forget about the bonus at the end if you're interested. All right, let's go ahead and get started with today's pick a card reading, all about what do they tell people when they brag about you. Hello and welcome to your gemstone selection. So if you are drawn to purple amethyst, you will pick pile number 1. And if you are drawn to this light green aventurine, you'll choose pile 2. And if you are drawn to red jasper, then you'll choose pile number 3. And don't forget about my way to say thank you for everyone who has subscribed to me, all my new and returning subscribers. There's a bonus at the end. So definitely be sure to tune into that if you're interested. Okay, it's not too late to be considered as part of that energetic reading. So again, pile 1 is the purple amethyst, pile 2 is the light green aventurine, and pile 3 is the red jasper. And this pick a card reading is going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be all about what do they, the person on your mind, tell people when they brag about you. And the bonus is going to be what do they find most attractive about you physically. I hope that you'll enjoy. Let's get started. Hello and welcome. If you chose image 1 or this beautiful purple amethyst, you're in the right place for today's pick a card reading. It's gonna be a great one. I hope that you will enjoy. It's gonna be all about your person and what do they tell people when they brag about you. As a bonus to my subscribers, as my way of saying thank you all so much for being part of this awesome community, I would like to extend a bonus reading to you all about what do they find most attractive about you physically at the very end. And if you have not subscribed and you want to be included in that, feel free to hit that subscribe button and I will go ahead and channel your energy, okay, for that subscriber bonus. So I'm going to be using the Mystical Moments Oracle as well as my new deck. I'm super excited about this. It's called the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. It's such a beautiful, beautiful deck, and it has really, really pretty imagery on it. So I'm going to be using that, okay? And just whatever else, you know, Spirit calls me to use. Also, I wanted to let you know that I will be using letter tiles at the end of the reading, toward the end, and I'm going to be channeling. I'll be putting down the letter tiles so that you can confirm your person's name or initials, or your name or initials, for those of you who like those confirmations. And then also up here you may notice we have some astro dice and numerical dice. I will be using those as well to see if we can get your sign or the person on your mind, their sign, sun, moon, or ascendant. All right, aren't these beautiful cards? I just love them. I love the imagery. Wait till you see the other side of these cards. They're so pretty. Okay. Spirit, please be here now with me and help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to my pile, one collective, all about the question at hand, Spirit. And please speak through me as you always do. All right, so I'm just going to begin by lighting some sage, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. So this is the first time that I'm using these new cards, and I get to use them for you, my pile one. I hope that you'll really enjoy. And if you enjoy, please remember to hit that like button. That lets me know that you enjoy this type of content. And then if I know that you like it, I will make more like this, okay? Also, leaving a comment as we go along is going to be really helpful too. We have the Word Lord, the Lady of Lightning, the High Lord, Gratitude and Service. Oh, okay. I'm getting a picture already of the type of person that you are and why they brag about you. You seem like you're somebody who's really, really well educated. You seem like somebody who's a good communicator. You could be somebody who writes books. They just praise you. This person just praises you. They sing your praises whenever they're bragging about you. This person thinks that the way that you communicate is really special because you're very honest and you speak your truth. I love these cards too. The imagery is so unique. So we'll go ahead and do these first, and then I'll pull some tarot. I can't help but notice how dreamy these cards all are. I mean, this person, basically, you kind of like make whoever this is, a special person that's on your mind, you make this person feel like they can achieve their goals. You give them wings, I just heard. You give them courage, you give them wings to fly. You're such an encourager, you're such a cheerleader at your heart center. You have a very exciting kind of energy about you. Now we have like a bird here, so you could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but if not, and that could be in your sun, moon, or ascendant, but if not, you just embody a lot of the air sign qualities. So, you know, you've got like this independent streak about you where everything, all of your successes, you have done mainly on your own by your own hard work. And this person brags about like your go-getterness, like stick-to-itness, your tenacity. You also have like the ability to really listen and make people feel heard. So you have like healing vibes. You give some of the best advice because you really know how to listen. And they really cherish that about you, this person. You really feel like home to this person, and they've never met somebody that makes them feel so comfortable. You have a gift with putting people at ease. And also they brag about you because you're somebody who knows a lot of life's secrets and mysteries, and you've unlocked a lot of life's secrets and mysteries. And that is so rare. You've done the work though. You've put the work in. I think it's so interesting here because we have here a heart and a key. So what they're saying is like you hold the key to their heart. And with humility here and selflessness, I feel like you are like this kind of person who, when they brag about you, they brag about how like you're very, basically like the perfect mix of everything you could ever want in a person with like, you know, physical attractiveness. I think you're kind of cute and quirky too. You can be cute and quirky in your own right. You can make, I just heard from Spirit, you can make a basic t-shirt look good. Okay. Like you could just make any basic outfit look that much, I don't know, like that much better, or like turn something basic into something exquisite. And that is a gift too. You have changed this person's whole world upside down, and they brag about that too, like that you have turned their attitude upside down, or like you've given them a new way of looking at things. It's very interesting. The way that you look at things, it's like you have like this attitude of like bravery, and you're not afraid to go after what you want and going and trying like new things. And that really, really reminds me of that Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy too. I just realized something. We have a house here, and then we have houses on this card. And that really, really does just drive it home that this person, when they brag about you, they're telling their friends or their family or whoever will listen that you literally are like somebody who feels like home, like they feel like they've known you in other lifetimes. It's just like a coming home when they're with you every single time. You also have quite the funky, spunky, fiery spirit to you. And your energy is just, it can be literally explosive. I'm seeing this like Lady of Lightning. I mean, look at that. Look at how, I mean, she's literally got lightning coming out of her fingertips. She knows how to crank up the excitement of any situation. We also have the number 35 there. You could be 35 years old. We have 43. You could be 43 years old. Anyways, oh, also life path 7, because 4 and 3 is 7. Yeah, with that fire, that the sparks coming out of her hand like that, wow. This person brags about like your fieriness. You have like a lot of passion and desire, and you're a real dynamo. You're the kind of person, Spirit is telling me, like a lot of people flock to you. You could be very popular. You're very good with people, very well liked. You're very just nice as a person, and a lot of people appreciate you. And what I'm seeing too, and what Spirit is really telling me, is that you're such a treasure. And this person brags about you, saying that you're such a treasure and you're such a prize. And I just heard like you complete this person. You make them feel like more complete whenever you're around. The fact, like, ever since you came into this person's life, you have literally helped them unlock many secrets of things they were searching for, like answers. You know, we all have these things we're born with, like questions like, why are we here? What the hell are we doing here? You're somebody that has really opened up this person's mind, and they're going to be forever grateful to you for doing that. Like, you just really don't even realize what kind of a role that you have played for this person. And that is why they tend to brag about you. Okay? Because you are a true gem. You are a true treasure. I'm seeing a treasure chest just overflooding with gold. So full to the brim that you couldn't even put one more on there. Oh my gosh, you know what the Spirit is showing me? Those machines. Okay, like if you ever go into like one of those arcades, you might see one of those machines with like the coins, and they're all in there, and there's like a thing that like pushes the coins like that, you know? It kind of rakes the coins back, and you put the coin in there, and you try to get it to like push the coins out. Okay, so Spirit is showing me this because it's kind of like a symbol for like when people bet on you or they gamble with you, they get much more in return. I'm seeing like all the coins just like coming out all at once, like hitting a jackpot or something. Wow. And then of course I'm seeing like all these thumbs up, like, yeah. It feels like a party when people really discover that you're such a gem, such a prize. And a lot of people do know and realize and value you. This person on your mind really does realize it. They realize it and they value you, and they know too that like other people around you would love to spend time with you. There's some people that would compete for your attention. You're just the kind of person that is well liked. So this person is bragging about you, saying like, you know, you're going to like her or you're going to like him, you're going to love them. If they're talking to friends, they can't wait to like introduce you. Coworkers, you know, that kind of thing. This person is very, very proud of you. They want to like show you off too, because you're not only are you all these other wonderful things, I just heard you're cute as a button. And like I said before, like you have an eccentric or quirkiness about you that's really adorable. Like you tend to, like I said, like make even a t-shirt look great. And you're very symmetrical and your eyes are very hypnotizing. Not only that, Spirit is telling me that your eyes are as deep as an ocean. It's like a vastness. You can get lost in your eyes. You make this person's heart skip a beat. I'm looking here at this heart in this cage. Like you literally set them free and you make their heart skip a beat. This person also brags about you because you're the kind of person that takes pride in yourself. You always smell so good. You smell divine. I'm just getting like this whiff of like lavender or vanilla or something like that. So I don't know if you like that kind of smell or if you're into essential oils or like florally, like seeing this rose here, maybe you like rose scents. There's like an earthy, natural, sweet smell about you. It's something that you're applying to your skin, and then that mixed with your natural pheromones, this person is just like, oh my gosh, I'm in heaven. Also, this person brags about you because you have a very creative mind. Like I said, you could be a writer or you could be somebody who creates artwork. Okay, you could create beautiful things with your hands. Also, you encourage the best in this person. So you're basically like a cheerleader, an advocate. I'm hearing that song. Ooh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Now, I don't know who sings that, but I think it's called Cheerleader. It's from like a decade ago. It was very popular. You might want to look that song up. This is how this person feels when they think about you. And when I say cheerleader, what I mean by this is that Spirit is telling me that like you can bring out the best in people by encouraging them. So this person is like bragging, saying that like, you know, you bring out the best in them. They've unlocked some hidden parts of themselves because of your help and your ability to like make this person want to go deep and self-reflect. Also, you inspire this person because of your talent. You inspire this person to also want to be creative in some sort of capacity. I just noticed these actually have birds coming out of them, and there's a bird here, so lots of birds. So lots and lots of like air sign energy. So again, like communication, intelligence, adaptability, youthfulness, liveliness, and a love of life, like a lust for life. Reminds me of that Lana Del Rey song, A Lust for Life. I love that song. So when they brag about you, they brag about how like you're super encouraging, you always have their back, you make everything better. You have that kind of personality where you can just make everything feel better, you know? Not only that though, like you know how to have a good time. You can take any situation and make it a little bit better, make any day a little bit brighter. You're definitely the type of person that Spirit is telling me like, you're the type of person like if life hands you lemons, you'll make lemonade, that kind of thing. Like, you know, you can always find the silver lining in things. Like you're very optimistic. You have a great sense of humor. You know not to take life too seriously because none of us are getting out of here alive. So you find the humor in things, you know, and you take things lightly, and you've really helped like this person to realize that, hey, it's okay to lighten up, not to take everything so seriously. but yet everything's not just a joke either. Like there's some things to be serious about and some things where we need to lighten up a little bit more. And I feel like you've mastered that and you're teaching this person all about that. It's like balance, you know, it's finding balance and finding equilibrium, spiritual equilibrium. I think too that like Spirit is telling me you're sophisticated. You have an unmatched level of creativity, intelligence, and sophistication about you. You're also very savvy with how to communicate with others. I'm hearing that's one of your gifts. You're humble. Okay. You're not, it's like it says humility, you know, you're not out there like, look at me, I'm so great, I'm so this, I'm so that. You have like confidence, but also a humility, and that makes you very attractive. You're also one of those people like you have no fear. You will, you know, pursue whatever you put your mind on. And I love it too, because Spirit is showing me that this person is bragging about you because you don't mind being a little bit flirty, okay, when you want something. You're a go-getter, and because you're a pursuer, you really don't have any qualms about like being a little bit flirtatious. And this person just loves it when you're flirty because they think you're flirty and fun. Okay, I have to show you what Spirit is showing me now. I am seeing one of the most beautiful actresses in my mind right now that's telling me all about your energy and what this person views you as. Okay, so this person, there's actually two. Actually, no, now I'm seeing three. Okay, one is Sophia Loren. Okay, I'm also seeing Zendaya and Ingrid Bergman. Let me show you. I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to get my device and I'm going to show you who Spirit is showing me. And you will see what I'm talking about. Okay, so here is the first person that Spirit was showing me. This is an actress called Ingrid Bergman. And isn't she lovely? She has that old Hollywood, definitely that flair. So your person brags about you that you look like a classic Hollywood beauty. You have like a perfect shape, okay? Especially if you are a woman, you have an hourglass shape and you look very attractive. The clothes you wear, everything about you, your mannerisms, your body language, and your face it's very beautiful, well proportioned, high cheekbones. Also, Spirit was showing me Zendaya. Now, Zendaya is somebody who looks beautiful and she doesn't even wear that much makeup. She has said that in many numerous interviews that she doesn't really like to wear a lot of makeup. But notice how she's very, very beautiful. Okay, so your person thinks about you as glamorous as somebody like this. And also, isn't she beautiful? High cheekbones again. So thank you, Spirit, for that. And then there was one more. It was Sophia Loren. So let me show you her. Back in her day, oh, she was quite the beauty. And you know what, too? She almost kind of looks a little bit like Ingrid Bergman. Like, I'm not going to lie. In the face, you'll notice that. And high cheekbones, again. So Spirit is really, really talking here about the shape of your face, too. And I believe that the shape of your nose looks perfect in conjunction with, like, your eyes, your lips, and basically everything. Yeah, you're a natural beauty. You don't need a lot of makeup. So that's what's coming through, is that you kind of embody the energy or that frequency of those stars. And you have a very attractive face and body. That is very apparent, very obvious. So they may like to show your photographs, because I am seeing somebody who's like very proud and like showing your photographs to their friends, their coworkers, their family, all that. What they're saying about you is that you're fun. You know, you're spontaneous. You like to do new things. You're open-minded. You want to try new things. You're very eccentric in your own fashion. You like what you like. You're young at heart. You're funny and unpredictable. You know? You're bright-eyed. I'm seeing too somebody here who could really, really love the color red. Now, you might wear the color red. You may like to wear red lipstick. You could have red hair, but the color red is something that embodies your energy. I'm seeing somebody here with kind of a fiery energy about you. Okay. You have a simplistic beauty, but also you really can do va-va-voom looks. I am not kidding. When you want to, you can really, really turn up the volume and the intensity with any outfit and make it look good just by putting on red lipstick or something. Like, that's why Spirit was showing me somebody who could take any t-shirt and turn it into something glamorous or elegant. I love that. Yeah, like with the Five of Pentacles, you make people feel like this person. They could have been feeling like they had bad luck before they met you. You feel like kind of like a good luck charm or something. Like you've turned knowing you has like turned their life around in such a good way. Like taken their life from like something boring and dull and like uneventful, and like since they know you, it's like everything's so exciting, it's so fun, it's so dynamic because you're in it. The Mother Star. I was doing a personal reading and this card came up, and I just realized that's for the Mother Star is actually a Pleiadian thing. So you could actually relate with Pleiadian star seeds. Yeah, and I did not know that about that, but that just means that like this person really does believe in you, and they believe in your spiritual gifts too. And they also believe that you are a very powerful manifester, and you're teaching them so much about how to turn their circumstances around, how to turn life, you know, like their outlook, you know, how to have a better outlook. Okay, let's go ahead and see what else we got here. Spirit, what else can you add to this conversation? Oh, wow. See this egg and how it's like cracking open? I feel like you've really opened this person up, and they're bragging about you saying, dang, ever since I met them, they've just opened me up. I'm like a new person. I'm reborn. I'm seeing that part in the Lady Gaga video where she's coming out of the egg and she's like, baby, I was born this way. Like you make this person feel totally reborn, like they're stepping into a new them ever since they met you. We've got the dinosaur there. This person could be older than you. Okay, but you make them feel very like youthful. You've given them a new lease on life. I just heard too. With the sun, it's like you are the sunshine of their life. You bring them happiness and warmth and excitement. You light up the darkest days. And with this here elephant with the trunk up, that stands for good luck. So ever since you came into this person's life, things have really turned around for the best, because like they used to have bad luck, or things weren't going that well and stuff like that. But like ever since you come into their world, the reality is looking better. It's shifting. They're literally stepping into new dimensions and new realities because of you. You know, when they were having a hard time before being optimistic or positive, that's a thing of the past. Now they have you, and you bring the light to their life. Like I just heard you also bring the party. So, you bring a fun attitude. You make them love life more. All right. Let's go ahead and do some confirmations about who this person is. And I will continue to also, as we go along, channel, okay? And I'll use the Astro Dice. And we'll get more information about what this person is saying when they brag about you, okay? So I'll be laying down some letter tiles, and what you're going to do is you are going to be looking for your name or initials in here, or the person on your mind, okay? You can duplicate letters if needed, and also if you don't see their name, it's okay. Just look for initials. I may say some names out loud. I could channel some names. I might do that too, because I was already hearing some. This person, by the way, could look like Keanu Reeves, or that could be you. I was hearing the name Keanu. All right. So that's coming through. Yeah, if everything's there except one letter is missing, it still counts. Louisiana, I was hearing that. So, and specifically Baton Rouge. So you or this person could be from there. I'm also hearing sleep apnea. So there could be somebody here who, you or this person may, battle with sleep apnea or, I don't know, sleep disturbances. That could be you or them, like I said. Not all of these things I'm channeling are going to resonate with you because these are general readings, so somebody else may be able to take it, but definitely take what applies to you and leave the rest. Yeah, and then I'll go ahead and roll the astro dice as well, and the cubes, okay? So we've got Capricorn, Aries, Libra, and Capricorn again, so I'll go again with that, Aquarius. And then for the numbers, we've got 10 and 12. So that's October and December, or the 10th or 12th of any month. I was hearing the name Parker, the name Dale, Dahlia, Danny, Denisha, Danica, Jenica, Demarcus, Angelica, Eloise, Eleanor. I might say some names of people that you know. If I'm saying like names of people you know, let that just be confirmation that this is definitely your pile. I'm seeing Kip or Kipper. That could be like a nickname. Ken. Kadisha? I've never heard that name before, but Kadisha or Kadish, something like that. Saraya, John, Janie, Jaylee, Jayla, Davante, Eric, Lisa, Liz, Liza, Alicia, or Letitia. I heard simp. There could be somebody like that is simping for you, like they would do anything for you. This person might like simp for you, okay? I'm getting that. Like they're just crazy about you. All right, I was hearing Mario and Vanish, something like that. Dwayne, Desi or Desmond, Addie, Ruby, Sven. It's like Sven or something is what I'm seeing. Sven. Rico. Yeah, I was seeing it in my mind. Sometimes I'm like hearing them and then I'll be like, what is it, Spirit? And they'll like, Spirit will literally show me like how it's spelled. So that's what I was saying. Also, Ashante, Zara. I like that name. Wilbur. I was hearing Babe. So that could be a nickname, Babe. Latrell. Kara. Abdul. Bart. Sanjay. Gracie. I was hearing metaverse or something. I don't even know what that means, but metaverse. Also Metatron. So some of you may work with the angel Metatron. Kamaya. Ian. Gloria, Ike, Callista, Arlo, August, Colin, Dion, Bill, Nora, Jasmine, Giselle, Stacy, Stasha. That's a cool name. I love that name, Stasha. I don't think I've ever heard that name before, but that's a cool name. I heard Russia. You could be from Russia, Portuguese, Portugal. Okay. What else, Spirit? Eliza. Your name could be Eliza, or their name could be Eliza. Purse. Okay. This might be a confirmation if you just recently bought a new purse or handbag. Some of you may like to, or you may idolize the Kardashians, okay? Because I was hearing like Kim K in my mind. I don't know why I was hearing this, but I was hearing pig roast. So some of you could like pig roasts, or you like, maybe you're like, oh my gosh, I'm hearing a song. Country boys and girls getting down on the farm. So maybe you were raised on a farm, or, you know, with pigs or something like that. That's very interesting. Guava. I think that's a fruit. I'm not sure. I heard Brazil. Dubai. I'm hearing Donna. Diana. Something here about fruit. Maybe you really like fruit or fruit smoothies. It's coming through. There's definitely somebody here could own dogs. You or them. I'm seeing Peru. And you can look here too and see what you can find and use it kind of like as a spiritual word search. Some of you own your own deck of tarot cards, Spirit's telling me, and you like to read tarot, or you're learning to read tarot. I heard Kansas or Kansas City. Canada, Montreal specifically. The name Cadence. Candy, Candace. Simon, Shelby, Shelley. Saleh. I heard Vera Wang. Some of you may like designer fashions. Maybe some of you are fashion designers. All right, let's go ahead and see what else we can find out. Spirit, what else can you tell us about, why do they brag about my pile one? I just heard like you're out of this world. I feel like too what Spirit is telling me is like, you know how to like get this person really excited, and sometimes you can play shy, or you can be more, you know, outgoing. It just like depends, and you always keep this person guessing. Oh wow, we have the cactus here. That's so cool because if you think about it like a cactus, you know, it has life-giving water on the inside. You give this person life. That's what I was just hearing. It's like they brag about you because you literally give this person life. What else? Okay, you could be from Costa Rica. You make this person feel warm. You know, earlier we had the sun too. It's feel like, this says Pura Vida. I think that means like the pure life. You literally make this person feel like the warm fuzzies. Okay, we've got a little tiny cute dragon inside of a bottle with crystals. It looks like almost like a terrarium or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. But what is that called? Maybe if you know what that's called. But like, it's not tertia. I don't know. something where like you grow stuff inside like a little bottle or whatever. But you really are a spiritual person and you believe in magic, real life magic. So you're an inspiration to this person. And plus, they think you're adorable. You could like little, like maybe you're into like little cartoon characters or drawings of cute little things. Like maybe you like kawaii stuff. Okay. Little man. This person could have a mustache or a beard. Okay. Or that could be you. Somebody here could be short. Okay. It could be you that's short and petite. Okay. You give this person a lot of courage to like stand tall, I'm hearing. That's coming through too. You make this person stand a little taller. You make this person more confident when you're around. I also just was hearing the name Kelly and the name Kellogg. So that could be like a last name. Okay. I think that's it. Anyways, please head on over to the bonus. Don't forget about that for all my subscribers as my way of saying thank you so much for being here and being part of my YouTube family. I really love and appreciate all of you so much. And if you haven't subscribed yet, but you want to be included in that bonus, no problem. Just hit that subscribe button and you will be included in the subscriber bonus energy, okay? If you'd like a personal reading, just know that I do offer those, and my prices are really, really affordable, and it's a lot of fun to have a personal, so definitely be sure to check that out if you're interested. And I do have an 18 plus uncensored Patreon for pick-a-card readings. It's so much fun over there too if you like that kind of reading. And if you'd like to donate to my channel, it's never ever expected, but always appreciated. And because of your kind and generous donations, I was able to purchase this deck recently. So thank you to all of you who have been supporting the channel. My love to you all. Stay blessed and beautiful. And until next time, bye. Hello, beautiful souls. If you chose image 2 or this gorgeous light green aventurine shaped like a heart, you're in the right place. I think it's cute. It's kind of like an elongated, like irregular heart, but it's still kind of sharp, heart shaped. I like it. Anyway, I think it's unique. Welcome, Pile 2. So glad you're here. We're going to be exploring the person on your mind, and when they're bragging about you, what kinds of things are they saying about you to their friends, to their work colleagues, their family? This is going to be kind of like a mix between like your personality and what you're doing for them, how you're making them feel, and also possibly a little bit about your looks too. Then as a subscriber bonus, we're going to be going all into your looks, physical, your physicality. What do they think is the most attractive feature or features about your body? So that's going to be my way of saying thank you to all of my subscribers. And it's not too late to be considered as part of my subscriber base. And I'll be channeling your energy. So all you have to do is hit that subscribe button and you will be included. Thanks again so much for all my returning subscribers. And my new subscribers, love y'all so much. I truly appreciate all of your support. The reason that I'm even able to do these tarot card readings is because of you. We have the Shadow Queen, the Sisters of the Season, and the Winged Wise Ones. Let me just say a little connections prayer to Spirit real quick before we begin, okay? Spirit, please help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to my Pile 2 collective about the messages at hand, and speak through me, Spirit, as you always do. Okay. Just gonna light some sage, and that way we'll be able to cleanse the space and get started. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, and also toward the end of the reading, I am going to be rolling the astro dice as well as channeling names and putting out the letter tiles for confirmations of your person or you. Okay. It's going to be a lot of fun and very, very in-depth. All right. So Spirit, the question at hand is, what do they brag about with my pile 2? What do they tell people when they brag about my pile 2 here that have chosen pile 2? The Winged Wise One, angelic help. This person believes that you were like divinely guided to them, okay? I thought I would get one more. Ooh, the Dragon's Duel. Ooh, I love that. I like dragons because they're mythological creatures that, they're just quite magical. Also, you could have been born in the year of the dragon. They're just very mythical creatures, and they're just really, I think they're very beautiful. They're pretty. The Dragon's Duel can stand for inner conflict, morality, conscious choice. Sisters of the Seasons stands for cycles of growth, natural law, divine order. And acquiring knowledge, insecurity, and manipulation for Shadow Queen. The Winged Wise Ones for angelic help, miraculous aid. This person feels like you are literally an angel who was sent to them. Okay. We have the number 34 here, which that could be, you know, how old you are or this person. 3 plus 4 is also 7. You could be a life path 7. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the King of Cups. So, you or this person could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Or, with the Wands, that speaks about Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So, that could be you or them. Also, you really embody a lot of both of these signs. The water, so the essence of the water, and the essence of fire. So you're a unique combination of fire and water elements. Somehow you are very, I want to say, like, you have almost like 2 very different sides of you, but yet it works. You know, you make it work. Not everybody can do that. You're very dichotomous. That's why this person is never ever bored with you. You help them to grow in more ways than you know. I just heard constant companion. This person likes to hang out with you. They think you're fun. Okay. You could be like, if you're a woman, maybe you really enjoy hanging out with the guys, watching sports. You know, you can do that. Or, you know, you can be very glamorous too. So that's what I mean. Like, you have many sides to you. If you're a man, maybe you're a man who loves fashion, you know, and women find you fun to hang out with, and basically you're a lot of fun to hang out with. I feel like this person brags about you, how multidimensional you are, and how just the company that you keep. It's just, you have good friends around you, and you choose your friends wisely, and even your friends are fun and interesting. Oh, wow. Look at that. If you were drawn to pile 1, I would say there may be some messages in there for you because we have the egg. And the egg, yeah, that's about like rebirth and stuff. You make this person feel anew. You make this person feel born again. And in pile 1, I was seeing Lady Gaga coming out of the egg in the video, I Was Born This Way. I'm seeing that again. So, yeah, you totally make this person like forget about their past. They could have had a very like shadowy past. I'm seeing that here with the Shadow Queen. They could have been like manipulated by people in the past. This person could have had like very shady people around them. They could have been a victim of like, you know, childhood trauma or something like that. Like some massively dark stuff could have happened to this person, but like you that's why they feel like you were an angel, angelic help. They feel like almost like an angel is looking out for them with you in their life. So you have very calming vibes about you, and you have very good intuition. You're pure-hearted, you're warm-hearted, you're empathic. And this person brags about you that you always seem to have like like, I don't know, I was hearing like She Talks to Angels, that song, She Talks to Angels. There's a song. Let me see if I can look it up, okay? Okay, the song Spirit was giving me is She Talks to Angels by the Black Crows. So maybe this person, they really think about you, that you can communicate with angels, that you could be an earth angel or something, that you definitely are some kind of divine being. And you're helping them to see their own light within them. You're helping them also to see the interworkings of things and how everything is connected with these gears here. That reminds me of like clockwork. Everything is like perfect timing. Like when you met this person, perfect timing. Everything, like there could have been something very serendipitous about you, the way that you met this person, like right time, right place. Like maybe if you, say you met this person in a bar, but like if you would have gone to like the bar next door, you would have missed out on this person. You know what I mean? Or like, if you would have taken, obviously, like, if you would have gone out on a different night, you wouldn't have met this person. Like, there was something very serendipitous because I was hearing right place, right time. And so because of that, like, this person feels like you were divinely guided to them. So they brag about how, like, you're an angel, you're very connected. Yeah. This is interesting. This is like a little set of stairs that goes down, down, down. What that tells me is, like, you've taken this person's hand and you've helped them to like overcome shadow work and stuff like that. I mean, we have the Shadow Queen right up there. You've helped this person just like any true Scorpio would do. So you could have Scorpio in your sun, moon, or ascendant. Scorpios are very transmutational. They can take anybody who's had a negative situation or been brought up in like abuse, trauma, neglect, that kind of thing. And they can help them to do shadow work to overcome and transmute negativities into powerful epiphanies and big spiritual awakenings. You can actually help people and assist people with Kundalini awakenings. So this person is bragging about how like you're very, very psychic and you inspire them. Your third eye is extremely open. We have intuition here. You are very intuitive. We have intuition here. And then if you look here, it says intuitive. So that's just double confirmation on your intuition. So you inspire this person and they brag about you, how intuitive you are. You're very unique, very one of a kind. Yeah, I mean, we have cycles of growth here, natural law, divine order. Also, there's a whip here. For some of them, I feel like, you know that phrase, you whipped me into shape? I feel like they brag about to other people how like you came in and saved them in the nick of time, or they were going down a wrong road, or like they would have been screwed without your help, or like they would have been in like deep doo-doo without you, or up shit creek without a paddle. Okay, you literally came in and saved this person's life. That's what I was hearing. Like you literally saved this person's life. So like they brag about you, saying like that you are their angel. Seriously. I just heard too, you have the face of an angel. So there's something very sweet about your eyes. Very, very sweet about your eyes. Also the secrets you hold. I mean, talk about the everyday magic and the secrets you hold. You're an interesting person. So this person, they find you could have very unique hobbies, and you inspire them to try different hobbies and stretch themselves. Okay? Because that's what I was really, really hearing from Spirit, is that you stretch this person. But not to the point where it like is painful for them. You know, you think of like growing pains. It's more of like you help people to grow, and people in general, and this person, in a really gentle way. Just by like providing a good example and maybe sharing a little bit of your knowledge and your love. You are somebody who is, you have like this energy about you. It's kind of like, I can do it. You can do it. You empower people and you show that like you can do whatever you want to do, and they can do, you empower people to do what they want to do. You empower people to live by like following their heart. Aw, that's so sweet, Spirit. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, you really empower this person, and that's why they think that you are their angel, and they brag about it. I'm hearing that song, I'm a Survivor. I think it's Destiny's Child. That one, I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm gonna work harder. Yeah, I know I butchered that song, but that's what Spirit was telling me, that song. So I feel like this person feels like because of you, they survived some horrible stuff, and they feel like because they met you, it's all been meant to be. Okay? Like, they know that you have the capacity to change their life. And I just heard like they're in it to win it with you. You're the kind of person that could be very much into the occult or witchy stuff. Doesn't mean that you have to be into witchcraft, but like witchy things. You hold a universe of secrets inside of you, I just heard. But also, you could be one of those people who, because of your natural charisma, you could be like a top CEO or in sales because you have a lot of charisma. You're great with people. And you also have a serious side to you because of that duplicitous nature you have. You have a serious side, seductive nature. You're great with people, and your eyes really mesmerize people. So people, it's like you're good with people. You have great people skills. You could be very good at sales. People want to say yes to you. That's what Spirit was saying. So, yeah, basically, like, this special person that you're thinking of really looks up to you because you inspire them in so many ways. Even in the career sector, like, I'm hearing they want to be more like you. You're very stylish. You always look good, whether you live in a big city, because I'm seeing some of you could live in like a big city and you like to wear unique fashions or fashion forward designs. Or Spirit is also showing me somebody who could live in like a small town or farming community, and you stand out because you're so attractive and fashionable. And I was hearing too, like, you could make bib overalls and flannel look hot. Thank you, Spirit, for that. That's great. So even if you're somebody who lives out in the country or in a small farming community, you could make bib overalls and flannel look hot, or like a straw hat. I mean, like, you can do that. You're very attractive, just a real natural beauty. And also, you know how to look like a top executive. So that's talent, okay? You have a unique flair about you. Yeah, I was hearing glamorous. You also, Spirit is showing me that, like, you could have a very unique beauty for the type of people that live in your region or your area. You stand out, you know? There's something about your look. It doesn't look like generic to the region that you live in. So Spirit was bringing that through. Let me know if that is resonating with you. If you want to leave a comment, that would be awesome. I do feel like what Spirit is saying here is that this person brags about you because they think you're an ideal type. Because you're smart, you're easy on the eyes, you're easy to conversate with. You know the art of conversation. You know how to go deep, you know how to take people deep into their own recesses of their mind to actually make important changes. Like, you make people think. And so you're the ideal mate. Okay. And this person knows that you have really high standards, and they want to make you happy. I feel like, too, like, this person, they almost, like, live to make you happy. They want to make you happy. I think what I'll do now is I will use some stickers and see what else we can find. Spirit, what else could you tell me about this person and why people brag about them? All right, I'm getting this one and this one. All right, let's see what we got. All right. So we've got, I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. So you've helped this person climb some proverbial mountains, some big challenges that they've had. And this person feels like forever grateful to you, or like with you, they feel like they could climb any mountain. You make everything almost like feel like not impossible, but like without your help, this person felt overwhelmed. We have an airplane here with a map of the world. So I feel like you take this person to new heights, okay, and you open up their mind to like being open and receptive to different cultures. Also, you could have met this person online and they could be from a different culture than you or different location than you. Okay, they could be from the other side of the world, you know? But even if that's the case, you're still very, very soul connected to this person. But yeah, that's what I'm hearing for the this one. And then we've got this cute little bear with the skateboard. And then we've got more mountains. It says wander. Wow. This is very interesting. We got the daytime mountains, the nighttime mountains. So what this tells me is that definitely you make this person feel like they can conquer anything. They can reach their dreams. Nothing is impossible. And also, you encourage this person to pursue their unique hobbies and find what makes them happy. I mean, here we have a bear with a skateboard and a surfboard, and it looks like he's very happy. He's off to do his thing. You really do encourage like this person to get in touch with like what makes them happy, and you encourage them to like reflect on themselves. So I think that's good. That's why they're bragging about you, is because you make them feel this way. You empower this person. You actually listen to them and make them feel heard, which I feel like is very rare, because with this person, what I'm getting is that they didn't always have that in the past with people. This person might have even felt like used in the past, or like, you know, unappreciated. You make them feel like they're valued and valuable. The next thing I'd like to do is lay down some charms and do more channeling about this person and why they're bragging about you, and also maybe get their exact name or their initials, or your exact name or initials. I may say a first, middle, or last name of you or your person, special person on your mind, or also just names of people in your family or friends. Let that be confirmation that this is definitely your pile. Let this part be confirmations, extra confirmations. I may say several different channelings, different things. Lots of info will come through. Not all of it is going to resonate with you, so take what you like and leave the rest, okay? I was hearing some of you could be of the pagan religion, okay? I was hearing that. That could be you or them. The name Morgan was coming through. I am hearing Nightingale. So, what it's reminded me of is the woman who started nursing, like the nursing profession or something like that. I think it was like Nightingale or something like that. So you could be a nurse, or this person could be a nurse, okay? Texas is coming through as well. And the name Emmanuel, or Manny, Manuel, Samuel, Sammy, Charisse, Alexis, or Alex, Luigi, Leo, Linda, Maverick, George, Amber, Amarita. I was hearing Hashi. I don't know what that means, but that could be a name. Hashi. Tasha. Natasha. Aisha. Lexi, yep. Rex, Roger, Ray, Mary, Melinda, Rick, Robert, Roberto, Judah, Winston, Charles, Chuck, Matthew, Woody, Gemma, Monty, Kate, Penelope, Neo, Xavier, Marushka, Tegan or Keegan, Kennedy, Candida, Will, Tom or Tommy. I'm just going to say a few more names, okay? I'm hearing Jemima. That's an interesting name. Jemima. Ashley. Al or Albert. Pox. Hakeem. I was hearing Israel. That could be a name, Israel. Slade or Slater. Austin. Jakeem. Peyton. And Samantha. And Zoe. Okay. Those are the names coming through here. Like I said, you could see your name or their name. You can duplicate letters if you need to. If everything's there except one letter, it still counts. Let's go ahead and roll the astro dice and see what else we can reveal. We've got a 1 here. This person or you could be born in January or on the 1st of any month. We have 7, so that could be July or the 7th of any month. We also have Aries, so this person could be an Aries or you could be an Aries. We got double Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Pisces. So again, Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Pisces. That could be your sun, moon, or ascendant sign, or theirs, okay? I am seeing meow, this person, or you could have a cat. I'm seeing like a little black kitty. You could even say or see this cat's name in here, okay? I was hearing a really cute name. I was hearing like Mr. Meowsers or something like that. So if you have a cat named Mr. Meowsers or anything like that, please let me know, because that is the cutest name I've ever heard for a cat. Okay, I was hearing Snorlax. Snorlax, I think, is like a Pokemon or something like that. Let me see. Let me see what Snorlax is, because that could be important. That could be an important clue. Yeah, so this is Snorlax, and it's a Pokemon. It's a really cute little Pokemon, so maybe you like Pokemon, or this person does, okay? I'm seeing SNL, so maybe you like SNL, or this person likes to watch SNL, or is just really funny. Has like a hilarious personality, can just like crack up a joke and just make everybody laugh. I would say like, okay, somebody here could be very smart. I'm seeing nerd, or nerdy. Like somebody here could be extremely smart, very, very smart, gifted even. That could be you or this person. Into video games, gamer. I'm seeing gamer, very interested in like trying new games all the time. Or I heard steampunk. Maybe they purchase games off from steampunk quite a bit, or that could be you. I heard exile. I don't know if that's like a name of a game or something. I myself am not a gamer, so I don't know. But I was, yeah, definitely hearing something exile, so that could be a game. Okay, as far as locations, I was hearing like, what's MO? Missouri or something like that? I saw MO. Denmark. Okay, Denmark. Louisiana. Something city, like Kansas City or something like that. Lisbon. South Dakota. Arizona. New York. Some of you could be from New York or that area. I was hearing Genesee. I don't know what that is. Genesee. Interesting. So if you're from somewhere called Genesee, let me know, because that seems very specific. You could be from Little Rock. I think that's in Arkansas. Sacramento. And Huntsville. I don't even know where that is. I have no clue. Huntsville, something like that. It sounds like Huntsville. Yeah. So let me know if that applies to you. Like Huntsville or something. Hunt something. Okay. Huntsville or Huntersville, something like that. Gen X. You could be a Gen Xer. Or this person could be. Purdue. Your last name could be Purdue. This person would marry you if you wanted to be married to them. I am seeing that because this person either wants to marry you or take the next step with you, maybe move in together, but like make it serious and like make it legit. Okay. I'm seeing the name Meredith in here as well. Now, I'm not seeing a T, but I'm hearing Meredith. I'm seeing Weird. So Weird Al, actually Weird Al. Maybe you or this person likes Weird Al Yankovic, okay? Or likes really humorous stuff like that, really funny stuff like that. This person or you could like play some kind of musical instrument. I was hearing pipe. Pipe. This person or you could smoke, or I'm even seeing somebody who could play like, when I think of like pipe, it makes me think of like a wind instrument or a pipe organ or something like that, or a piano. You or this person could play a piano. I'm seeing piano in the tiles. This person could like Shakespeare, or you could like Shakespeare, or maybe you even teach English or drama. Because I was hearing Mercutio, and that always reminds me of like Romeo and Juliet. Okay, so that could be pertinent to you or this relationship. I'm seeing medic or medical. There's no C, but I was hearing medic. You could be a medical worker, or this person could be. Loan officer. You or this person could be a loan officer or work in a bank. I just heard finance, taxes. I don't know why this sounds so random, but somebody here could have gone to clown school. I know that sounds so random, but trust me, I actually know somebody who went to a clown college. So if that's you, please let me know in the comment section, because it seems random, but I know some people do actually go to school to be Like, they do actually go to clown college, so Spirit was bringing that through. All right. I was hearing another song, Have Mercy. Okay. I don't know who sings it, but it's a country song. Let me see if I can look it up. Spirit was bringing this song through for you. Have Mercy. It's, hold on, just a minute. Okay, it's by Brett Young, and it's called Mercy. Just Mercy, not Have Mercy. Just Mercy by Brett Young. So that could be like, you know, a song that is special between you and this person. Okay. Thank you so much for being here, my Pile 2 Collective. If you want to know why this person finds you to be so attractive physically, make sure to head on over to my subscriber bonus. That's my way of saying thank you to all of my subscribers. And even if you haven't subscribed yet, it's not too late. You can go ahead and do that, and I will channel your energy. So head on over there if you wish, and I'll see you over there. If you would like a personal reading, I do offer those too. You can find more info in my description box below. Also, I have a Patreon, and it's for 18+ uncensored readings, and it's a lot of fun. So if you like those kinds of readings, I think you're really going to enjoy it over there. And my prices for that are very affordable as well. And all the info is in the description box. There is a link to my Patreon, and you can go there and find everything you need to know about it there, okay? And if you'd like to donate to my channel, it's never expected, but always appreciated. Much love and light to you all. I hope you had fun, and feel free to choose another pile if a different pile was calling out to you. Bye. Hello and welcome. If you chose image 3 or this unique red jasper, you're in the right place for today's tarot pick a card reading. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to be exploring all about the person on your mind, and specifically we're going to be looking into what are they bragging about you when they're talking to like their colleagues or their friends or their family. What are they saying about you? How are they bragging about you? Okay, we're going to be delving into like your personality and your looks. Mostly in this, it'll be like probably personality, your energy, how you make them feel and stuff like that. It might be a little bit about your looks, but then specifically as a bonus to my subscribers at the very end, there'll be a subscriber bonus where you will find out what this person finds to be your most attractive traits, okay, physically. So you'll definitely want to tune in for that. It's not too late to be considered as part of that energy of my subscriber base. Like I said, this is my way of saying thank you to all of you. Without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. So thank you to all of my subscribers, returning and new. And like I said, it's not too late to be considered. And I hope you really enjoy that bonus reading. I'll just be channeling your overall energy. All right. We have Gaia's Garden. We have the Ice Queen. The River Queen. Spirit Whisperer. Ooh, I love that. Hungry Ghosts. Oh, wow. This is a new deck to me, by the way. It's so cool. I'm using it for the first time with this reading, and I've been enjoying it so much. Wow. Okay. I'm also going to be using the Mystical Medleys. Let me just connect to Spirit real quick, okay? Spirit, please be here with me now. Help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to Pile 3 about the question at hand, and speak through me as you always do, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. Usually I do that right up front, but... Alright. Then we have... Ooh, Moon Dance. How pretty. Magical cards. Wow, really. All of these... I mean, there's a moon on this one. There's a moon on this one. You're a very magical being. The Observer... Big picture. I'm hearing like scorpionic or eagle vibes, raising up, seeing things from a big perspective. The moon and back. Oh, wow. This person really loves you to the moon and back. Look, that's a lot of moon references. And they're right lined up like this. Oh my gosh. My home is my castle. She's so dreamy. Look at that. She's like literally got a castle in the sky, and she's got a castle in the palm of her hand. The observer. Wow. You could really, really relate to Middle Eastern theology or philosophies. Not theology. Middle Eastern philosophies. Okay. Maybe you really, really relate to like the Buddhist faith, or principles of karma, or Hinduism, or something like that. Okay. Because that is coming through for some of you. But whatever it is that you have as like a particular faith or spirituality, it's very, very magical. And you have a lot of spiritual gifts, and this person is bragging about you. These three literally fell out on the floor just like this. Oh, wow. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. So that could be for like earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could have that in your sun, moon, or ascendant, or this person could. But basically you embody that, whether you have that in your sun, moon, or ascendant or not. You embody the earth type of energy. So you're very grounded on the earth, but also very spiritual. I mean, look at here. She's obviously like tied to the moon. She's tethered, literally tethered by a string to the moon, and tightrope walking. I mean, she's very, very spiritual here, like tied to the heavens. And also, though, you're very, very of the earth. So that's why this person likes you so much. That's why they brag about you. They're very attached to you. They feel very attached to you. I am getting that. In fact, they kind of think about you a lot. I'm getting obsession here with this keyword. I read keywords sometimes when I see cards, and the word obsession is really standing out. This person is actually like literally like they crave you a lot. Okay, they crave to be with you. They crave your attention. They crave the communication, the conversations. The River Queen, flow, letting go, natural movement. You've taught this person a lot about going with the flow, you know, don't fight things and just kind of let life guide you, let your heart guide you. You've taught this person so many important things. You've taught them how to be like a manifester, okay? Where they know that you have the power within you to teach them important things like this. Gaia's garden is about abundance, reaping the rewards of what you want to manifest, and things that you want coming into fruition. This person thinks you're very abundant, and you could be very, very gifted with your verbal expression. I'm hearing, like, you know, this could be maybe you're like maybe you're an influencer, maybe you're somehow in the public eye, or you could be using your voice to express parts of yourself. That's what I'm really feeling for some of you. You could be like a spokesperson. There's something here about your voice, though. Okay? Because like with the whisperer and Spirit is just telling me there's something here, like you're using your voice for something, and this person is very proud of you, and everything you have to say they think is important. The Ice Queen, non-action. Yeah, you know, there's an owl there too, which talks about wisdom, and non-action really does remind me of like some of the Buddhist principles. Like there's a Buddhist principle of like non-action. Whatever is meant to be yours will come to you, and it's like the law of attraction and action. If you raise your vibration, you will attract things. I feel like you have a lot to teach spiritually to other people. And this other person, the one that's bragging about you, they know you're really, really special and unique because of that, because of your ideas. Your ideas are very interesting to this person, and you seem like a very wise old soul. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's all about like good luck. They feel like you're opening new doors for them. I heard too, like you are a powerhouse. Three of Wands means like you're always like looking for adventure, taking action. You're very lucky. I mean, you got two cards here of good luck. This person feels like you bring good luck to them. They brag about you because you seem to like always see the big picture. You don't like drama. You don't like getting like hung up on little details. And you're so full of emotion too. You're full of emotion, but yet you're very emotionally mature. You're very contained, and you know how to tear down people's walls. You're just very, like, with one glance, you could tear down people's walls. That's the thing. You can get people to talk, and I wouldn't be surprised if, like, strangers come up to you and, like, tell you their whole life story. Because you have a lot of, like, old soul vibes, and you're very, very open and very connected here with the spirit whisperer. That's about, like, having and embodying and higher knowing and being very in tune with the divine. And you're very good with observing people as well and reading people. And so I bet you people come up to you and tell you, like, pour out their heart and soul to you and, like, tell you their whole life story. And that could probably happen in public or wherever, like, strangers, when you first meet somebody, they could just almost, like, tell you a little too much. But yeah, you know how to tear people's walls down and get them to talk. You could even be a therapist. If not, you would make a very gifted therapist. But this person just brags about you, how you're like a true sense of comfort to them, and you comfort other people. You have very chill vibes. Very healing vibes. You have like also, it seems like you're very friendly. You have a friendly disposition, and you're very pretty or attractive on top of that. You have a beautiful smile that puts people at ease. They think that you are the center of their universe. This person brags about you and says that you're the center of their universe. They're so honored to know you and to just also to be very well received by you. Because you're cautious with people is what I'm sensing for you, my pile 3. You're cautious with people, and it might take you a lot to like actually trust people, but like you're just generally like very kind and everything like that to other people, but you could be just kind of cautious. So like this person feels very, very happy that you've like let them into your world. You pique this person's curiosity about everything, and like you always like to learn new things. So they love to learn from you because you're learning. You're like, I'm hearing like never satiated. You love to learn. You have a love of learning. You could even be like an educator. Okay. In a school setting or spiritual setting, you are very much somebody who thirsts for knowledge. This person's bragging about you because, wow, I just heard that you're very talented. You could be a singer. I don't know why, but like Spirit was showing me this Erykah Badu. Okay. Now I have to see who that is because Spirit was showing me an image of Erykah Badu in my mind. So I don't know if this is a singer or what, but let me look. Erykah Badu. Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. That is incredible. So, okay. I don't know any of her songs, but Spirit was bringing her through. Oh, wow. She's incredible. Okay. She is a hip hop artist in the USA. And she became kind of popular in the late 90s. Look at her very unique sense of style. She's got a top hat on in this picture. Here she's wearing another hat. You know, you could wear hats a lot. Gloves, fancy gloves. You could really like to wear feathers. You could have Native American heritage as well. You could, yeah, you could be from, I want to say like Africa or something like that. Or even Jamaica. Look at that. She loved hats. She loves hats. Maybe you like to wear velvet. You look stunning. You look stunning in everything. Maybe you like big jewelry. You like to stand out. You have a lot of extra eccentricities about you. I mean, in every single one of these pictures, she's wearing a hat. She has cool style. So yeah, you may like to wear like hats, head wraps. You could have an interesting, unique style. Look at her like nose ring and that little, I don't even know what that is, honestly, like above her nose there, but that is very interesting. I've never seen something like that before. Here's another picture of her. In every single picture, she's wearing a very unique hat. Okay, there's a picture where she's not wearing a hat, but look at her beautiful hair. You could have hair like that. Um, Gosh, you know, she looks great. Even though I see she's getting a bit older, but she looks great. Look at her rings. Those are so unique. It looks like almost like customized jewelry, or something she might have even had somebody like, yeah, designed for her, or she could have done it herself. But wow, they're so unique. Like, this looks like a finger cap. I've never seen anything like that before. This is very avant-garde stuff here. Even her hands or her fingers look like they were dipped in some kind of color. I don't know. It could be a tattoo. Okay, so maybe you have a tattoo on your hand. Okay, interesting. You could have a hand tattoo, or tattoo on your wrist or something like that. You could wear chunky bracelets. I just heard like poison ring. You could have a poison ring. Look at this. She's wearing a bow tie, and it's funny because some people could never pull that off, but she can definitely pull off any style. Look at her. She looks beautiful no matter what. Here she's wearing beads with snakeskin print, and her hair is really interesting. It kind of reminds me of Medusa. And I don't know what's coming out of her mouth. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like mouth jewelry of some sort, but I mean, and her earrings are so interesting too. Like, she's got huge like bumblebee earrings made of gold. And look at her face. She's just like, yeah, what? I can pull off anything. You know, you could very well have Leo in your chart, especially a Leo ascendant. Look at these scarabs on her shirt. Wow. She's wearing clear plastic wrap. She literally is wearing a clear plastic like rain jacket or something with golden scarabs on it. Wow, Spirit, thank you for showing me that. That's such an interesting image. So, yeah, you could have a very interesting sense of style, and you could be able to pull off many different types of looks, and you could have a Leo ascendant or some Leo prominently in your chart, but you look confident in anything you wear. I mean, it kind of like, you know, I'm looking at this too now, and I'm seeing like she's wearing something on her head too, like big, huge horns. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. You could really like Halloween and fall season, because I was seeing like a pumpkin there, a jack-o'-lantern or whatnot. And this looks like fall leaves to me. So you could really like the fall time. Okay. Yeah, you have like a kind of like identity or like nature about you that this person can't help but brag about. You just exude confidence, elegance, and you're very tantalizing. Everything you do, it's very tantalizing. You don't play games. You're very like, you could have a very serious disposition, but also you know how to laugh. It's just you can tend to like have a very serious like mindset. You're not like playing games, especially like in love. It's like you want to get to know somebody, and you want to really know them on like an intimate level. You're really capable of a deep, deep sense of love. You're very deep, and your love is healing. This person brags about you, how giving you are, how empathic you are. You have a big heart. You are capable of really deep intimacy. This person dreams about like lovemaking with you, or how it would be, how extremely magical or healing it would be if they haven't made love to you yet, or if they have, they dream about it. They still like dream about it when you're not together, because it's very, very healing. It's very, very ethereal. They brag about you, how like you're the type that every parent loves. Okay, like you would be the type to bring home to mom or dad, you know, or to the parents. Yep, you would be the type that everybody would love. Their friends would fall in love with you, like their work colleagues would fall in love with you. Like, you're just very, very likable. You're very connected with spirit, but also you know how to connect with all types of people. You're 100% authentic, and spirit is saying you're never fake. You are a stable person with the Knight of Pentacles. See the coins? You may be good at investments. I'm hearing security, prosperity. You're good with money, good with saving. You're stable, nurturing, reliable, responsible. You're the total package. They brag about you saying that you have a nice body. You're very curvaceous if you're a woman, or you have like nice lines about your body. Your lips, there's something here about your lips being very supple or like very kissable. Very magical. Your presence, it's magical, healing, and very, very extremely like palpable. When you walk into a room, it's just like you fill the room. It's like you sparkle. You fill the room with some kind of sparkle or essence or glow. I heard glitterize. You glitterize a room. I don't even know if that's a word, but that's what I was hearing. You glitterize any room. This person brags about you because you have done a lot. You've accomplished a lot in your life. You also take really good care of not only your finances, but your body. You're really well disciplined. They love that about you. You're the kind of person that you don't chase, you attract. Okay, so as far as like love and romance, you're not gonna chase. You're gonna especially if you're a woman, you're going to attract. If you are a man, I feel like you're okay with pursuing. Okay, but if you're a woman, I see that you're more in like your receiving feminine energy, very feminine. Feminine meaning like open to receiving. Okay, everybody has divine feminine and divine masculine within them. So for my masculines watching, I feel like you are a pursuer, but if you're more like the feminine watching, you don't chase, you attract. Okay, Spirit was saying that. You can be very protective. And you don't want just a quick fling. You're more into like getting to know each other, and that kind of thing, because you really do allow and help others to grow. Yeah, you're very attentive as a person. I am hearing that from Spirit. Like, this person brags about how attentive you are. You make them feel like so important, like they're the most important person in the world. You have like the heart of a lioness, because I was hearing that Leo again, about your Leo. I don't even know if you have Leo. Like, some of you may have Leo, but not everybody does. But even if not, like, you really embody like Leo energy. So you have like the heart of a lioness, because that's what I was hearing. And you know how they're very protective. If somebody threatens what is near and dear to you, like, somebody's going to be in for it. Okay, because they're going to be in for a ride, because you defend those you love at all costs. You kind of remind me of like Miss Honey from Matilda. You know that movie, Matilda? You kind of have like Miss Honey vibes. You're so sweet and kind and nice and just really loving. You're just very heart-centered. You make heart-centered connections, whether it be with friends or colleagues or whatever. Like, you always make those heart-centered connections. You live from the heart. You could even work with people that are of special populations, or like people who have mental health issues, or people who are struggling. You could even work with people that are impoverished or in poverty. Okay, because Spirit was telling me that some of you could you know how to like have the ability to handle difficult or different people, or people who feel like they're kind of like in a bad place or down on their luck, that just need a little bit of help or understanding or compassion. Like, you are perfect for jobs like that. And this person is bragging about just what a kind heart you are. You really do operate from your heart chakra area. It's all about love. But also, like, you have a lot of I want to say like sultriness, serenity. I was hearing serenity and sultriness. So what Spirit is showing me is Grace Kelly. I am seeing Grace Kelly in my mind. Now this is going to be for your like overall vibes and what this person thinks about you. Let me show you what she looks like, okay? She's like an old time movie star. Very, very beautiful. Okay. So you could look like Grace Kelly, or just have this kind of sweetness. It's just like she had this sweetness, and like she was so pretty. So for my feminines out there, you could look like Grace Kelly, or just have that like sweetness, you know what I mean, about you. Here's some more pictures. She kind of reminds me of Taylor Swift. You could be a Swiftie too, or maybe you really like Taylor Swift. You could look like Taylor Swift. Look at that. She's so, isn't she like so pretty, but yet almost looks kind of innocent? Yeah, just absolutely gorgeous. So that is how your person sees you and brags about you. Like, you're such a kind heart, you're so beautiful, but yet you're so humble about it. You know, you don't have like a big ego or anything like that. You're just so sweet. And you really make this person feel like a king or a queen. Like, you make this person feel like precious. You love love. You love loving. I just see somebody, I keep seeing this big, huge heart. It's so sweet. You also, though, some of you, Spirit is now showing me another person. I'm seeing Nia Long. So let me show you what Nia Long looks like. Spirit just told me, was showing me Nia Long, and this is interesting. She's more of like somebody who is very sensual and has a robust sensuality, a big personality. She's also very nice as a person, very kind, and just has a genuine smile, you know? And that's what this person, your person, loves about you, is that you're very genuine. And she's like a really heck of a nice person. You could look like her or just embody that kind of energy, especially for my females out there or feminines out there. She's just a really down to earth person in her personal life. And as an actress, just very down to earth. She's one of those pure souls, you know. She has good vibes, very good vibes, and you give your person good vibes, and they love that. You could be kind of like maybe on the petite or short side. Of course, that's not going to be for everybody. All right. So that's what Spirit is showing me. Next, we're going to be getting into the letter tiles, astro dice, and channeling, okay? Okay, I just wanted to clear these off, and I wanted to address something, because, like, this says the Ice Queen. And you know how I said that, like, Spirit was showing me Nia Long? It's so funny, because if you guys know anything about her, like, she's been accused of being, like, difficult to work with and stuff like that on the set of, like, different shows and stuff like that. But honestly, I feel like she was very misunderstood, and she worked with some very difficult people. I think in actuality, she's a very sweet person. She's very genuine, but like some people said some really not nice stuff to her that provoked her. So I guess how I want to tie that in to you is that some people may kind of like misunderstand you at times too. I don't know. Maybe there's something there. Maybe that's why Spirit brought that through. There had to be a reason, right? So maybe sometimes some of you all feel misunderstood. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and lay down the letter tiles. I'm going to be channeling names. I might say your name, first, middle, or last, or the person on your mind, okay? I might say where you're from or where your person is from. And then we're going to roll the astro dice, okay? You can duplicate letters if you want to, if you need to. And if everything's there except for one letter, it still counts, okay? So like if the name is Bianca, but there's no C, it still counts, okay? Okay, I was hearing Raji, Reynolds. I was seeing a picture in my mind of Ryan Reynolds, so maybe this person looks like Ryan Reynolds. Okay, that could be you. Roy, Cassandra, or Cassidy, Felix, Heather, Gaston, Wilhelmina, Willow, Chad, Chelsea, Alyssa, Rihanna, D, Brittany, Brianna, Lucy, or Lucia, something like that. Eduardo, or Ed. I could say names of people that you know too. Let that be just confirmation that this is definitely your pile. This is just for extra confirmation, okay? Just for fun. If I don't say your name or anybody you know, it's okay. Maybe you could find their names in the letter tiles. Also, you can play spiritual Scrabble or spiritual word search by seeing what kinds of words you can see in here, okay? Victor, Vina, Vanessa, Valerie, Valencia, Jerusha, Hank, Sunita, Juanita, Desi, Harrison, Floyd, Oswald, Jack, Gwen, Sophia, Deshawn, Raina, Regina, Norman, Jay, Miguel, Migo or Miko, Juan, Chet, Edgar, Marvin, Bree, Casey, Bella, Yolanda, Mackenzie, Amari, Becky, Christy, Krista, Ariana, Christian, Ryan, I think I already said that, Kaylee, Kara, Tony, Lily and Lila, Lewis, Haley or Hallie, Hal, Eliana, Denise. I'm hearing like Jaquan or something like that. I've never heard that name before, but I was hearing Jaquan. Javari. Again, like I've never heard that name before, but that sounds like a cool name, Javari. Theodore, Doreen, Dexter, Dakota, Smith, that could be a last name. Raven, Belinda. I'm just going to say a few more names, okay? And then we'll get on to more exciting details. Kenny, Ken, Gigi, Gianna, I was hearing Chester or Westchester, I don't know, Chesterton, something like that. Teddy, Jerry, Javon, okay, also Betsy, Betty, Baptiste, that could be a last name. As far as the 5 here and the 4, 5 and 4 together is 9. That could be September or the 9th of any month. Also, we have 5, which is May, or the 5th of any month, and then April, which, you know, that could be April or the 4th of any month. Now, that could be your significant birthday or the person on your mind as like a confirmation. And then as far as like the astro days, we've got Capricorn again. Okay, that's double confirmation. Gemini and Taurus. Let's see if we can get one more. Taurus again, so double confirmation on the Taurus as well. And Aries. So that could be your sun, moon, or ascendant, or the person on your mind's sun, moon, or ascendant. Okay. Very interesting. I heard Fletcher. That could be a last name. I had to say it. Roy. Leroy. Okay, Leroy. That could be somebody's name, or also Levi. I'm also hearing Leon. All right, so let's go ahead and dig a little bit deeper. All right, so Spirit, what else can you tell us about why does this person brag? And yeah, why is this person bragging? We have an octopus, an amoeba, a growly little growl face, and a submarine. You definitely take this person deep. You know, the submarine talks about that. Like, you take them into deep into the ocean, like, you know, proverbially, you take them down into the depths of their emotions. They may not always be, you know, the happiest about this. We have kind of like a little bit of a cranky face. Maybe maybe this person kind of feels like sometimes you go a little too deep, or they say something that they regret, or they go a little too deep within themselves. I feel like they're very grateful for, but in some ways, it can be very deep, and not everybody can handle your depth. This person likes the challenge, though. They really do. They like the challenge you provide. The spiritual meaning of an octopus is that it's all about like generosity, selflessness, self-sacrifice. So that does not surprise me with you, my group pile 3, because you kind of have like that mother archetype, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter, whatever you relate to. You have like almost like this, you embody like the mother archetype. You're very like emotionally wise, you're creative. I'm thinking here about too like the Empress energy. Yeah, you're adaptable, intelligent, strategic, curious. Okay. And then the amoeba just talks about like how that you understand things on a very small scale and a very large scale too. You're a thinker. You like to think how things are connected. You always seem to like bear fruit in everything you do. You can see the spiritual aspects in everything. You can see it. It's like basically it's like life is a tarot card to you. You can look around and you can see things that are meant for you. It's very unique. I feel like this person brags about you because you can see the goodness in situations. You can see the magic in the mundane. Okay, I was just hearing that, the magic in the mundane. You're very spiritual. The word amoeba is actually Greek. It comes from a Greek word, which is amoib, which means change. So you are consciously aware. You're always changing. You're always, because of your curiosity, and your willingness to grow and learn. You're always changing, and yeah, you really do help other people to change. And like I said, like, they may not always be the most happiest about change, because change can be hard for some people, but you have the ability to change people. You change yourself all the time. I don't know why this is coming through. Some of you may really have a fascination with birds, or this person could, or play the game birdie, because that was coming through too. I'm also seeing like the game croquet. I think that's a yard game. Also, you or this person could really like to kind of like keep an eye on what the English royalty family are doing. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you like to watch the news or research about the royal family and what they're doing, or this person does, or there's just very regal vibes about you. I'm even seeing regal in the tiles. I'm seeing child in the tiles, so you or them could have a child. Specifically, I'm seeing girl in the tiles. You could have a little girl, or they could. I am also seeing the name Emery here. The name clay. Or you could work with clay with your hands, or this person could sculpt or be a sculptor or something very artsy. I was seeing DeWalt in the tiles, and I was hearing it too. This person could work with power tools for a living, or that could be what you do. Could be a carpenter or something like that. Because, like, I think DeWalt is like a brand of power tools. That could also be a last name that's pertinent to you. You bring this person a lot of joy. I am seeing that. Let's go ahead and see what else we can find out. I was hearing that Miss Independent by Kelly Clarkson. That song could have significance to you. I'm not sure if that's anybody famous or if that's somebody in particular. Oh, I know who that is. I think that's, oh gosh, is that the salt guy? The guy that throws the salt like that on his wrist or whatever, on his elbow? Maybe you're a chef, or this person is a chef. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like that guy who got very famous for, like, he's like a very famous chef who got very famous for, like, he would take salt and like fling it and it would like roll down his arm. Gosh, I can't remember his name. But anyway, you could be a cook, or this person could be a cook. I'm also seeing like magic or stardust here. This person thinks you're literally magical. Like I was saying, magic in the mundane. Michael, Calum, Luke, and Ashton. That's like a band. I can't remember the name of the band, but that is a band. So that could be significant, or these names could be significant. Your name or their name, middle name, first name, Calum, Michael, Ashton, or Luke. Hawaii could be important. That could be where you're from, or this person, or maybe you're planning a trip to Hawaii soon, or you just got back or something like that. And then we have this, which is for digital art. Maybe you do digital art, or this person does digital art, or is an illustrator, or you could be an illustrator or graphic artist, graphic design. Okay. So that is what's coming through for you, my pile 3. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll join me at the subscriber bonus. That's my way of saying thank you to all of you subscribers, returning and new. It's not too late to be considered as part of that subscriber bonus. All you have to do in order for me to channel your energy as a subscriber is to hit the subscribe button, and I will be able to energetically hone in on your vibes, okay? So go ahead, and I hope you will join me over there. It's going to be all about how does your special person view you physically attractive wise. Like, what do they view is like most physically attractive about you, okay? What are your best physically attractive traits? Okay. And then if you'd like a personal reading, I do offer those as well. You can check my description box below for more info on how to get a reading from me. And I have a Patreon as well for 18 plus uncensored readings, and that's a lot of fun too. So if you like those types of readings, I think you're really going to have fun over there with my Patreon. So check that out. And if you'd like to donate to my channel, it's never expected, but it's always appreciated. So definitely be sure to look in my description box below for more information in case you want to make a donation to my channel. Because of your generous donations, I was able to get this new deck. So thank you to all of you who donated. I truly appreciate that. It really does help out the channel. But like I said, it's never expected, but always appreciated. Please leave a comment and like if you enjoyed it, so that way I know that it resonated with you. Much love to you all. Stay beautiful and blessed. And until next time, bye. Hello and welcome. Oh my goodness. I just want to take a moment and welcome my new subscribers and say thank you to my old subscribers that are returning subscribers. Love y'all so much. Today we're going to have so much fun. We're going to be looking at what does your person find most attractive and desirable about you, okay? Now we have here my beauty profile oracle that I made, but we're going to be also using some oracle cards, also something I made. And I'll be casting charms, and there's some new charms in here too that I also made. I'm a creative type. I like to create things for the channel because I think it's fun and it's different and it's unique, and I like to do things in a different way. So I'm going to connect with spirit, and then we're going to begin with what do they think are your most beautiful physical traits and features and stuff like that. And then also I'm going to be when I'm done with this, I'm going to be doing like a few top compliments that they want to give to you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and connect. Spirit, please help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to all of my subscribers who are here today, who want to know the questions at hand, and speak through me, Spirit. Thank you. All right, so the person on your mind, whoever this may be, Spirit, what are their top most beautiful things about their physical body that this person finds attractive? Your face shape and your hair, your facial beauty. I just heard facial beauty. Okay, you have a lot of facial beauty, and your hair is beautiful. What else, Spirit? I just heard hips. The way you make them feel, okay, and the vibes you radiate. What else, Spirit? Beautiful, mesmerizing eyes, hypnotic eyes, and the desirability, okay. And what else, Spirit? Your body shape. You have a beautiful shape. It doesn't matter what size you are. Your shape is beautiful. Oh, you know what? I wanted to keep that out because we're going to be putting some charms in here and seeing what we can come up with. Okay, so Spirit, what can you tell us? Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. I love it. Okay, these are so much fun. So look at that. So your body shape, I mean, what did I say? This person loves your body shape. Every curve or every line of your body is beautiful. We have the snail. So, you know, you're somebody who has like kind of like one of those slow and methodical kinds of walks. Like even if you're walking someplace, if you're in a hurry, it looks like it's intentional. It looks like it's just graceful the way you walk. You have a sturdiness about you too, but it's like you take your time. Okay, very rarely are you like extremely like walking fast. Like, you know, you're more like just very, very poised when you walk. Okay, and you could very much walk like with liquidity. I don't even know if that's a word. It sounds good though. You're like a flower. Your beauty is blowing this person away. You're blooming all the time, and that's in the eyes category. So your eyes just somehow like they almost seem to get prettier every time this person sees you. Maybe you like to try different like eyeliners or like eyeliner styles. I know like I I love beauty and stuff like that. So like I've been looking into like different eyeliners and stuff that are coming back into style from like the 1950s and 60s. And like Twiggy used to do this really interesting thing with her eyes. Maybe you like to do this too, and it's really making your eyes pop. You should look at Twiggy's eyeliner. Oh my gosh, she used to do some tricks to make her eyes like really pop and kind of look like doe eyes. So yeah, if you're one of my feminines out there who likes makeup, there's something you're doing here with your eye makeup that makes your eyes just look different, almost like different every time this person sees you. So your eyes, it's just like when this person thinks they can't get any prettier, your eyes appear prettier every time they see you. We've got the, oh my gosh, Mickey Mouse with the heart and the key. So I feel like you have a youthfulness about you. You look very young for your age. Your skin is beautiful. Yeah, you could have like a very childlike type of vibe, not childish, but childlike type of vibe about you, just very young at heart. We got the teddy bear here with a big flower. So yeah, I think that you do have a really youthful look about you, but not only that, your aesthetic could be kind of like youthful. Maybe you like to wear baby doll dresses if you're like a feminine out there, baby doll, or like knee socks or something like that, that would kind of like almost like make you look a bit younger, which is kind of funny because I was just talking about Twiggy, and I was doing a little bit of research about Twiggy last night, and it's so funny because actually when she was doing her modeling back in the day, they used to try to make her look like she was a lot younger than she actually was. So they would dress her in really young clothes. So let me show you some examples of what I mean. Okay, just a moment and I'll find it. Okay, here's Twiggy wearing something very youthful looking, a jumper, some tights, green, of course, that vibrant color. And in her hair, she's got like ribbons in her hair. It's just very, very youthful looking. Here she's wearing like knee highs or thigh highs. Here she's got like a schoolgirl outfit on with Mary Jane's and a simple sweater. But they really tried to make her look like a lot younger than her years by putting her in like really short skirts with knee socks and that kind of thing. And like the different poses that they would do, they made her look really young and innocent. And the makeup that they did, look at her makeup, see how big her eyes look. So I want to kind of like show you her makeup. Okay. You could be doing something like this, or maybe you also like to try different makeup trends. This is what her eye makeup looked like, and it's coming back in style too, which is really interesting. So she would do like the lines below her eyes on her bottom eyelid to kind of make it look like her eyes were a bit bigger. So maybe those are actually, yeah, those are not her real lashes. Those were painted on. In some ways it kind of looks almost like it is real lashes, but no, it was painted on. And then also this style with the blue is coming back, the blue with the black line across the top. So maybe what this is telling me, since Spirit brought this through, is that you like to try new beauty trends and things like that, and you always look so pretty, especially for my feminines out there who are watching. We have the, ooh, I like that. I've never gotten that charm before. It's an ice skate. So you could have actually been like an ice skater, or you have the body of someone very athletic who would be like an ice skater or something very, much like that. In the winter, hat even. You could like to wear beanies. Your overall vibe is that's very eccentric. This is the little boy that's like a little bit zany, and he's a little bit fun and out there. So that one always reminds me of like somebody who has just a fun, zany, fun, eccentric personality, and in the overall vibe and style, you have that eccentricity, which really sets you apart. And it's like with the leaf there, you're growing and changing all the time, putting out good vibes and desirability. Lots of desirable traits about you. With the flower here, you're changing all the time. That's the thing. That's what really this person loves most about you, is that you're not the type of person to have like one haircut for 30 years, or one hairstyle for 30 years. You like to change it up, okay? Okay. Let's get some compliments. What would this person tell you? I'm also going to pull some of these. Spirit, help me to choose the correct ones. Oh, we got 2 there that would really, really embody their energy, Spirit. Okay, I'm getting these ones that would really, really embody your look, your physical vibes, your physical looks, appearance, all that. Okay, yeah, we got somebody here who has blonde hair, tattoos, and she likes to wear lace and kind of that baby doll aesthetic. Interesting. Maybe you like this kind of look, or like the pale pinks. You could look very good in pastels. We have the black with the lace. So you have the ability to be very versatile with your looks. You can go from more of like an innocent look or that childlike kind of look, and you can really, really play that up, or you can do more of like a sophisticated nighttime evening look. Yeah, I think many of you do have tattoos, or you would look really, really good with tattoos. You may even like to do henna tattoos, okay? Or draw, like with a permanent marker. I know that might sound funny, but some of you may like to do that, like take a marker and like draw on yourself, or like put a little fake beauty mark on your face somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I definitely see, like, for some of you, you have an interesting desire to do this. And then we have, oh, I think that's in the wrong spot. Young. So you look very young for your age. And we've got with a bun. Oh, wow. Okay, I think those ended up in the wrong pile here. But it's interesting because what I am getting from that is that you look very young, okay? And that's just interesting because we were just talking about Twiggy and looking like childlike and all that. You look young for your years. It doesn't matter if you're 40 or 50 or 60 or beyond. Like, you look very young for your age, and it's remarkable. I think people are perplexed, and this person is just like, I don't know how you do it. But yeah, and some of you may like to wear your hair up in a messy bun, and even if you just throw your hair up in a bun, it's like this person wants to say to you, like, how do you do it? How do you look so beautiful all the time, even when your hair is just like up in a messy bun, you know? Not many people can pull that off. So this person's like, how do you do that? How do you pull off the messy bun? Like, especially if this person wakes up next to you, and they roll over and they see you, and like you wake up and throw your hair up in a bun or whatever. They're just like, how do you do that? How do you still look so beautiful when you wake up? It's like effortless. You don't even have to try. So interesting. So interesting that came up again. I'm going to put those back where they belong, because those weren't supposed to be in there. What kind of compliments would they like to tell you if they could? All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get 2 more of these, though, too. Because these, I wanted to get 5 of these, but these other ones were mixed in there, so, ugh. Okay, we've got this. You could look very traditional. Maybe you like to wear traditional, cultural type of, I want to say, the collar, the cut, that kind of thing could look very traditional. And yeah, you could, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. She has henna on her hand. Yeah, maybe you like to draw on yourself, or like do henna tattoos or something, or you could have a hand tattoo. You look very gorgeous. You look elegant. You look pretty much like a supermodel here from what I can see. You could look very much like the everyday person that you would see, but when you put more effort into it, like, you're a natural beauty, but when you want to put more effort into it, it's like, wow, you can be totally a showstopper. And you know what I mean? Like, when you put on like the eye makeup, if you're, you know, a woman, or you put on the, if you put in the effort to make yourself look nice, or like dab on some lip gloss, or like eyeshadow or whatever, boy, you can go from naturally pretty to like extremely like knockout gorgeous. Okay. And like, if you're wearing like bangles, or I don't know why I just heard bangles, or like, you know, pretty earrings like that, it amplifies what you already have. This person thinks you have nice thighs. I just heard that from Spirit. They think you have luscious thighs. You have sexy arms, okay? And you have a beautiful neck. It's very elongated, and you have a great facial shape. You really do have a nice clavicle region as well. Pretty eyes. Your hair looks great whether it's up or down. Okay, many of you have straight hair, naturally straight hair, and maybe just some of you might have like wavy hair. But whether it's like straight or wavy, it looks great. Here's the compliments that they want to give you if they could. You're prettier than most. You have a sexy voice. You have kissable lips. You don't like big crowds. You're more into small groups or one-to-one. Your voice is seductive, so there's something here about your voice because I had a lot of cards. Let me show you how many. I had that many, and there's not too many repeats in there, so rest assured there's something special about your voice that they love. Maybe they have told you this already. You're also a hard worker, and it's very sexy because you know what you want, and you will go after it. You can be intimidating with your beauty. With some people, your person doesn't mind, but your beauty is above average because, like this card said, you're prettier than most. That can intimidate the heck out of people, especially if you're a woman and we're dealing with other women here. They're going to be extremely intimidated by you. Some may try to like shun you or not want to work with you or whatever, or get jealous of you or treat you badly because of your beauty. I was just hearing that don't hate me because I'm beautiful. That commercial from, oh gosh, it's from a long time ago. I'll just say that. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Yeah. So that's what's coming through. That's what they really, really love about your attractiveness, is that you're very, very beautiful. Specifically your eyes, your tattoos, or the things you're either putting on your skin as far as like the drawings or the tattoos, the things you're adding to your face, so like makeup. Some of you, I don't know why I'm seeing this, but like, okay, I have to do this because some of you may actually, this might make sense. You're doing something with your eyebrows that's very pretty. Let me see if I can. It's very unique. So let's say this is your eyebrow, okay? There's something here about the shape of it that you're doing that's very, very pretty, or very unique. Okay, this is not going to apply to everybody, but you could have eyebrows that are kind of shaped like this. And for some of you, there's like a little patch here where you might have like shaved it or taken like, I want to say like a nick out of it, like a little piece of hair out of it. I don't know. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I think I've seen that before. Normally on some younger people. So you could be in your 20s. Or 30s, I am saying that, or you could even be older, maybe you just really like that style. But I'm seeing somebody here, and this is not going to be for everybody, and I know that, but there's somebody here who has really pretty shaped eyebrows, and there's like a little space here with like no hair because it was like plucked out or shaved or something like that. Okay. And just for everyone else here who is watching, you really do have really nice eyebrows. I mean, every single one of these women has beautiful eyebrows. So that is just standing out to me. But this specifically was coming out for somebody. It's going to be very rare. It might even be only one or two of you. Anyway, let me know in the comments if this, resonated with you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I do a lot of fun readings like this. I do 3 readings a week. So glad that you're here with me. Thanks for being part of this YouTube family. I love and appreciate all of you so much. Take good care. Bye.